Right, well the start of this video is going to be all a little out of sequence. We've got a set up time lapse and then we've been fishing for a good probably hour before I'm filming this intro. I'd love to say in that time we'd seen a fish, but out of the 9 or 10 anglers that are down here today, nothing yet. Nothing yet. I'll tell you where I am after the credits, after the setup time lapse, and then I'll tell you where I am and we'll have a chat. Talk to you in a bit.
Found a lovely place to fish in Scotland. Absolutely stunning. It's a big wide bay, which is sand.
Yeah.
It's up by Dunbar St Andrews that way.
Right.
But if you go round the corner, it's a lock. You know, it's the entrance to the sea lock, and I think it must go sort of shallow, 400 feet. Maybe
Probably.
not that much. But
there'll be a feeding shelf there, I would imagine.
It looks stunning, and there's a great beach there, which looks to me ideal to stick your tent in it and have done. Well, what's that? Is that hot?
What?
That thing, all the industrial units.
I don't think you'll be able to see Hull from here, because there's going to be the jutty out bit of Easington.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's probably Easington.
What is
No,
it?
Hornsey. Yeah, Hornsey. We're north of Hornsey here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
What I
Are we?
want to know is,
Yes.
what is it with this bloody coast that the waves never go less than 3 foot and they always go that way? Do you think it's spiritual?
Could be.
Well, I think we should have words with whoever's sorting it out.
I'll leave that up to you.
I'll get my missus up.
Yeah.
Dear God. Do it your fucking cold, will you?
Before we change these baits, I'm going to do something I've never really done before, because I'm here fishing with, well, you've already seen and heard him, I think. Big AD. Then next to me over there, somewhere, is the Holderness Cod Father, and then we've got Marcus next door but one. He's complaining because I've shoved him all the way down there. Thing is, he set off about 2.5 hours before anybody else set off to come fishing. And then he arrives an hour and a half late. Whose fault is it, eh? Whose fault is it? So let's go see Shane, because I've never done this. And yeah, I really want to test out my my microphone, my new microphone. I bet we're getting loads of clicking in this moving, so I'll probably have to turn it to take out this bit of footage, this bit of ambient footage, and we'll just have to have my personal on, because I think they click like mad when they're moving, which is why we're getting loads of pops and cracks. I need to look in at how we fix that. But we come to see Mr. Shane with his very bright rig shark tip lights. How do? Oh, I'm just getting electric. I never.
Did you?
Anyway, yeah. Thought I've never done this. I've never walked down to see anybody else with my camera, so I thought I'd nip down and see him before it gets dark.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Yeah.
For them that don't know, now I'm sure you all do, because we're all pretty much a tight community. Holderness Cod Father over on YouTube. The links to his channel do live in my video description. They're always there.
Thank you very much.
Your left-hand rod.
Yeah, I know, it was bouncing a little bit there, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it just had an almighty twang, but it was in line with the wave. I have told you, if you ever want. No. Well, I'll be honest. I may have been a little distracted and chatting and gassing. And
that's the only thing, isn't it?
But the way I see it, I've got 5 hooks out.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of space for it. You've dropped slack. Your line's bowing. That's why you're getting a load of wave noise. Certainly your right hand one's dropped. That's very shiny, very thin new line.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's that Berkeley tri-light.
Oh, is that the tri-light? Yeah, the funny
spelt one.
Yeah. We need to find a. Well, this makes us sound like scroungers, but I could really do with finding a line sponsor, because I'm chewing through line at the moment.
Well, to be fair, that one, I've had that. I bought that last year. I've just used my first
nice colour.
Just used my first spool, and I was on my second spool yesterday. I think 2 spools cost me something like 30 quid.
So it's fair price, isn't it, that tri-light?
Yeah, it is. It's good price. And do you know what? I've had no bother with it. And I spun it round, put the land the other way, absolutely bang on for another 6 months. You know?
But I mean, as you know, I mean, we've all just been very gracefully graced with likes of Sakuma.
Yes.
They sent me some of their night crystal. I've got to say, it's bloody good stuff.
Well, is that the
main line?
The main line. I've got some of the shock leader. They sent me some shock leader.
£16
nice
main line.
Oh, right.
And I've got to say, it's not as thin.
Yeah.
For £16, I don't think it's the thinnest. But it's one of the few where I would quite happily say, you know what, that is probably actually £16 or over.
I see, yeah.
Because there's been a lot of chatter on forums recently about are these lines as strong as they say they are. And when I snagged up that night crystal in Scarborough, no, it wasn't on Scarborough, it was Macro. First outing were at Macro. And I tell you what, I will put in more than £16 worth of pressure to get that to snap off. So I've got to say, and they're not they only sponsored a couple of rig building videos, so they're not sponsoring this. But I've got to say, it was good stuff, but it's not as thin as that. Does that show up well at night, that?
It does when you put the light through it. If I put my light on it, it really does shine, yeah.
Because cod season, you're looking for slacks, aren't you?
You are, mate, yeah.
But I'm going to put my rig sharks on in a minute.
I like it.
We'll have the disco, because mine are the sensor ones. But one thing I have got...
Oh, you got the charger?
The charger. So
I've heard some good things about it, actually.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. They should be fully charged. I meant to actually put it in a little baggie so it could live in the box.
I've still got my 2 batteries from the first set of lights I smashed. I've done well with these, to be fair. This is the 3rd or 4th outing with them.
And how long what's their normal lifespan with you, tip lights?
1 session. Honestly, I I stopped using them because I was just losing. I was just chucking money away. It was ridiculous.
They're not cheap for what they are they? Even though like the Mark 4 tip light ones, the basic ones, for what they are, they're not cheap. Which, for the technology that's in these, the fact that they're, you know, you're not having to worry about mounting shoes or all like that.
I like the way they just clip
they
on.
Just clip on.
Neat.
Yeah.
Even off the ground casting, then I had no bother with it. Do you know what I mean?
But you've got to be aware that the lights, and it does say on the packaging, the light is supposed to point up, not back towards you. Which you've got them on right, is what I'm saying. Because I've got a feeling if you were to put them other way around, you probably would have
issues.
Maybe a couple of issues. Yeah. I wonder if Max has turned up, because he's ordered some of the smart ones the same as me, the same that I've got, and.
Do they work when you get a bite then, do they?
I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, they keep, if like me you've got ADD, they keep your attention when you're fishing.
Get it?
Yeah. It's like being at Wigan Pier all over again. But yeah, for the ease of use of them, they're very good.
Yeah, I am.
And to say they're no more expensive than the basic with the LEDs and the old twisty back ones. Yeah. To say
I got so fed up with it, I thought, well, I'm going to go to Bells like that. I know it was harsh. It'd have been an harsh call, but I was tempted until Rig Shark showed up. So thank you, Rig Shark.
Yeah. Thank you from me.
You saved me from the Bells.
Although you have got Marcus next year. And he does play at Bean Rudolph.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. The saving grace is he generally puts about 10 in his box. But he generally loses 9 by not taking them off between casts.
Yeah.
Bless him. He does try. I don't know what he tries at, but he does try. Nah, he knows I love him. I've got all the time in the world for him. Heart of gold.
He'll get there. The thing is, he's enthusiastic.
Very well.
Enthusiasm is there, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
There might be too much. Yeah. That might be his problem. It might be his problem. He needs to remember he's 40. What is he? 3 years. I think he's 43. He's 3 years older than me. Luckily, he's graced with that black man complexion.
Yeah. He don't look it.
He really doesn't.
He doesn't look it. No.
He really doesn't. You know, if you were to put him and me side by side, I'd say I probably look 10 years on him.
Yeah. I'd look like I had the longest paper round as a kid.
Longest paper round through the roughest streets.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I still fancy it. I know this swell's a bit of a nightmare, but I do fancy us to get one out tonight.
Well, what have you put on? What weights have you put on? Have you gone straight to 7s?
Yeah, I didn't mess about. As soon as I seen it, I thought, alright.
I always chance it. I always try it.
Even the second cast, my 7 ounce ended up near you, but that's why I was worried a bit in case it got.
Nah, if it happens, doesn't it? You've been fishing at side of Marcus as long as I have, you get used to it. Yeah. I'm as equal to blame. Sometimes it's 4 to 5 casts before you get your head round how far you have to move. But no, what was I going to say? I was going to ask you something. Oh, it's gone. Whatever it was, it's gone. I was going to ask you something. I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, I better have at least signs of life, because you know me, this is Bermuda Triangle for me, isn't it, Withernsea? Forget the Jimmy Jinks, this is Withernsea. Me and Withernsea have got issues. For the longest time, well, I say longest time, it's not been that long since all last year, but if I moved over Withernsea on Google Maps, it just went straight past it. I couldn't actually stop on it, it just kept going.
Have you fished north with then?
Yes.
Yeah, you fished there.
Yeah, this is we did north and south, but I don't think we came this far south. Is there another mark further south that's still Withernsea?
Not sure. I don't think so, mate. I think this is the last bit.
We haven't been this far.
There's one in the middle
south.
where the castle towers are.
Could have been there.
Yeah.
So we did north, which is, oh god, if you tell me road or car park, I'll know it.
There's Waxholme, isn't there? You're on the way to Waxholme there, north with.
Anyway, and honestly, 2 sessions, baits, completely untouched. I mean, they came back more pristine than they went in.
Yeah.
You know, if I'd have sent a bluey, it'd have come back to life. So yes, this is a bit of a grudge match for me. But you know, as much as it's a grudge match for me, I'd still rather be here than on a wall.
Would you? Yeah?
I'd still rather have sand under my feet than be on walls.
To be fair, I mean, the option was there. As soon as I heard, I thought, river again. But
and it must get stale for these guys. Seeing me and you, because we're cod cursed.
Oh God, without a shadow.
Seeing me and you, well, you're less cod cursed than me.
I don't know.
I suppose twice you fished pre-baited with Lee, haven't you? Because twice you've taken a peg off Lee, and twice you've rocked up late, and twice you've caught. Is it twice or once?
No, once.
Once.
Once at macro, and then I went the night after Jimmy went, when he had his real good night at macro. I went the next day. Managed to snag one out. Snag being the operative way because I lost on the ear. It was an absolute mare. But
you're slightly less cod cursed than me. But I think for these guys, so like so me and you going to wall to blank. There's only so many times you can celebrate a whiting, isn't there?
I can't. I don't get on with the wall. I mean, I love the place, don't get me wrong, but I've never done any good apart from whiting it. Same. Apart from whiting. Yeah, I've not had a cod from over there. I think I fished it 4 or 5 times.
From which wall? Our side or your side?
Your side. Your side. I'd say Stally Wall. Yeah.
Stally, yeah. But it don't matter. North or south bank for me.
They're both the same now, aren't they? Yeah.
They both hate me.
Yeah.
They both hate me. Well, it's not. It's not the location as much, just cod.
Yeah, I know.
I do my best ninja impression. I don't tell them I'm coming, and they still know. They still know to go somewhere else. So I just don't know. And I mean, I've been out fishing with Dave, who is undeniably good with cod. I've been out with you, been out with Jimmy, been out, and you know, there's been. I mean, it's like Marcus in summer when there were 10 of us on Bunkers Bank, all hitting into double figure smooth hounds, and he sat there twiddling his thumbs all night.
Crazy. I had that with Vern and Scott and Tom. They was absolutely smashing the hounds out, everything.
You just sat there.
I was sat there in a right sulk, honestly. I was.
Yeah. Oh, it puts you in a stink, doesn't it?
Oh mate, yeah.
But and when it comes to cod, that's how I feel constantly.
See, I did as well last year. I did all right. I did all right. I didn't have nothing big, but I had 19 codling, and I thought
one.
Yeah, one last year. Yeah.
And one this year.
I've had 2 this year, and everybody else is into double figures.
Yeah. Thing is, you go fishing with these guys that hit them. Like I say, we go fishing with Jimmy, who does hit them. You go fishing with Dave, who hits them. You go fishing with Vern, who hits them. You go Scott, who hits them. And we do exactly the same fishing, exactly the same ranges, exactly the same baits with their rigs.
I think that's
and
the
we
kicker.
Still blank.
That's the one. What really hurts is when I've got Dave's rigs on and he's absolutely annihilated them, and I'm like, can't even get a sodding flatty.
Can't even get a nibble. You know.
King Chronic.
So yeah, it's horrific. So yeah, I mean, what have I done? Eight near enough in a bounce on the walls.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I can't put them through it again. I can't for these guys.
Yeah, that's why I was glad I went to that other part of George Dock. I thought it's something a little bit different for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do still want to check that out.
Oh mate, yeah, you'll love it there.
I don't really want to reel in through these waves. You are? Oh, you caught the groin, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Then bring these in. And have you got 7s on, or do you need some 7s? I'll have to see if I've got some 7s. Yeah, red R5, I think, usually, yeah. Well, it depends whose.
Well, at least you're doing one.
Oh, I think I'm well bedded in the sand here. Because there's no to snag up on.
Well, apart from going.
Yeah, but I'm straight in front of myself. Well, that ain't moving. Oh. that snapped off. Have you done the same? Have you done it?
I think I got caught in the... what do you call them?
Groins.
In the groins. Just as I cast it out, it took it. And when I went to bring it in, it snapped. Big one. It's paper chops. Take a metre off and then back it.
Yes.
And then reel it off until it comes off completely. And it's got to stick over it.
Well, yeah, but I don't take them off. I take the first 6 foot off.
Yeah.
And then tie it on, and I wind it on. I don't pull it all off like you do.
Right.
Oh, do you feel fishy? No, it's probably just the 7 actually meeting the sand. Maybe you do. I've got my other rig. Let's walk down a bit. That'd be handy if I've got my other rig I've just snapped off. Yeah, there's my other line. Well, I got my other rig back at least. Wow. What a mess. Right, I have to handball it in and then sort it out. I've got it back. I have. It was on my other hook. Bloody hell, lost a lot of line. Might end up having to switch to other multiplier, I might not have enough line. What have I got? What have I got? What's that? I might have lost the lead. No, I've got everything. Well, that was lucky. That was lucky. Crack off one rod, bring it in with the other rod. Lost a lot of line. I might have to change reels. Oh, and I've caught myself. Right, I'm going to rebait the other one, get that back out. Yeah, they must have just washed into one another. For some reason, this one's abraded the other line too much. Right, it's going to be easier, I think, just to cut all this. But that, what I was just saying up with Shane, that is the difference between, that's the Sakuma Night Crystal that's on the multiplier that managed to pull this out, although this line has taken a beating and it is due to be changed. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, it is due to be changed, so I'm not overly upset. But yeah, on that multiplier is the Sakuma Night Crystal, and it managed to pull the other rig out of the snag it was in, which is pretty impressive. If you ask me, I don't suppose anybody is, but if you ask me. I think that's pretty cool. Snip this off. Even the shock leader's old, I've not used red shock leader for ages. Let me clip back. Yeah, let's get this one back out first. Guys, the rigs are just coming like a real mess. A real mess. Right, hang on, because I've got line all over the shop. Put that down there, wind this on. Yeah, I probably lost half a reel there. Get this sorted out, resend, shall I resend it? To be honest, it still looks in good nick. Even the short, I mean, this is a 2 foot by 1 foot pulley pennel, and even that, yeah, alright, like I say, it's out a lot longer than it should have been, but even this is an absolute, I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to untangle it. I might be better off just getting it, yeah, I'm just going to have to get a new rig ready. Oh, a lot of sorting out to do. A lot of sorting out to do. But hey ho, these things happen. Where's my torch? Okay. So no signs of any fish for anybody yet. I'm going to turn you guys off, or back off, get tidied up, because like I said, there's line, rigs, bait all over the shop, and I like to keep things relatively tidy. So I'll get tidied up, and I'll see you back here hopefully with a fish. I've not put my rod illumination lights on, have I? No, I just thought I'd take the camera back on, because we've seen his first fish. Unfortunately, not mine. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't catch it, but they are here, they are out there, and I've got to say, the rod furthest from you guys just flashed out of sequence with the waves. Not dead. That's bitey, innit? Let's have that. I literally just sent it. Literally just sent it. Let's have a look. Don't know. The swell is really building. Well, I think if there was some on, it's just gone light. Nope. Oh well, that was a bit of excitement. I've actually sat down to have a cup of tea yet. How long have we been fishing for now? 3 hours. 3 hours we've been, wow. Yeah, definitely missed something on that. Bait's been absolutely decimated. Bugger. Bugger. It's like it took my lead for a ride as well. Yeah, that bait's been, there was 2 hookers extra large lug on there, which I gotta say, I know, I appreciate, you know, they are now a bait sponsor, but they're massive. They're a good size and they're full of juice. My bait box is a right mess. And all I did was concertina feed 2 of them on. I might put some elastic on it this time though. Oh, I can't believe that. That was definitely, without a doubt, a lost fish. And you know me, and I don't say that often, but without a doubt, that was a lost fish. But yes, anyway, what was I saying? So we're going to resend this. But yeah, I turned on basically just have a brief chat to say, because we were talking about moving. If the sea was too rough, we were talking about moving and going and fishing the river. We got some reports, we asked some friends or friends of the channels, and this morning it was like a mill pond down here, but it was forecast to pick up a bit as the night went on, which at the moment as the afternoon went on, sorry, and then dropped back again as evening came. But what it looks like has happened is the sea didn't get that memo. Yeah, I need some elastic on this. yeah, the sea didn't get that memo, and the sea has decided it was going to have the afternoon off and then make up for it in the evening. Now got, I mean, I can't see it until I'm down there, so you won't be able to see it on camera, but we've now got easy 1.5 metre swell. Leads are holding for the most part, but yeah, we were meant to have wind against tide, and yeah, that's not happened. Back in a sec. Send that a bit too far actually, because it wasn't that far out before. Actually, that's probably why it was getting washed over. But yeah, paying our attention to the disco lights, because bite detection in this weather is always going to be sketchy anyway. But yeah, there is fish, not in my video. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. I'm not going to tell you whether it was big, small, what it was. Go check out Shane the Holderness Cod Father, because he's the one that caught it. I'm going to have my first sit down and brew for the first 3 hours I've been fishing. I'll pop you on time lapse, I'll set up the tip light, and I'll speak to you in a bit. guys, thought I'd come back and give you a bit of a sit rep. I just missed a stonking bite. I was over talking to Shane, and it was such a major bite even Shane saw it. So Shane, I hope you've made it this far into the video and you can pipe up in the comments and say, yeah, I saw that bite. My own fault, wasn't manning the reins, wasn't over here with the gear, and missed the bite. I'm going to snot the time lapses on the head now and just go to stop start fishing because it's too dark. I don't even think the enhancement of the time lapse will be showing anything up. But yeah, missed a stonking bite. I've dropped 2. I had 2 definite fish and I lost them in the surf. I mean, we're reeling in through minimal 1 metre surf, minimal. Probably most times bigger than that. But the surf isn't far out. I was just saying to Shane, because he says if he went for the surf, he reckons we'd have backed up here tonight. But once you get 20, 30, maybe 40 yards at a push, the sea's nice and calm. I say nice and calm. It's a good sea, especially for fishing. So yeah, it's a bit galling. There was, when we came here, there was 10 fishermen here. The numbers soon dwelled, but a lot of people reckon that's down to football. I say a lot of people, me and Shane reckon a lot of people have gone due to the football. I have sent out a big bait. Oh, they're on the same rigs, they're both on 3/0 pulley pennel rigs, but one's got a big bait on of squid and mussel, and one's got a big bait, a smaller bait on of a few lugworm, live lug, fresh lug, with a squid tip on it. Shane's been struggling with tide pull, so I've just been to see him, and I'll be honest, for the most part, I was just going to say it's not a problem I've been having, but the one that I've just resent is definitely struggling. But I think it's now getting to the point where the lead is being lifted by the sea, and the lead is popping because of the sea. I don't know how much I'm going to fish into the ebb. If we'd have been seeing fish, you know, if we'd have been seeing fish, yeah, so that's the right thing to say, I would be more inclined to stay later. But so far, aside from Shane's one, and the fella next to me having a few, which in he fished for 5 hours, a few is not, you know, he said he would have expected a lot better in this sea at this time of year, in this sea state at this time of year. But you know what, it's a look at the draw. We basically tossed a coin between going to the wall and coming here. We came here on the opinion of if it was unfishable due to weather and weed, we'd move on to go down to the wall. But we pitched up here, we stayed here. I'd like to say I'm disappointed, but I'd still rather be here than be fishing on the sea walls. And it's always a good crack fishing with Shane, fishing with Big Ady, and Marcus. Marcus is now doing TikTok. I would appreciate you going over and showing him support. He is TikToking his journey into him learning sea fishing, which will be a long journey. His channel name, let me double check this because I'm not sure whether he's changed it or not. Let me just double check. He has changed it. His channel name is called, I'll show you. if I can get it to show up on camera, I'll show you. So his channel name is there, Pitch It and Cast. Hopefully that's worked. I would appreciate you going across and showing him some support if you're on TikTok, dropping him messages, telling him what he's doing good, what he's doing wrong. As mine is a learning, documenting channel. It's not just about what you catch and when you catch it, it's about learning how to catch it and the good times and the bad times. But as you might be able to see from the flashing rod tips, seeing a bite in these conditions is extremely difficult. And I'm hoping, now that I've got this ambient mic, I'm hoping that although you can't see the sea, I'm hoping you can hear it. Also, do go check out Jimmy Cod Bites. He was going to come fish with us today. He said he's fished Paul, I believe, and I believe there is also fish in his video. So, you know, I won't hold it against you if you click off now and go watch his video. But before you do, just press the like button. It's down, I don't know, down here somewhere. The thumbs up, and then the subscribe button. If it says subscribe, not subscribed, click on that as well, because this is you know, this is fishing. This isn't a catch report. This is an edited footage. Well, it is edited footage, otherwise it'd be 8 hours long. But this is real fishing. This is the way it goes sometimes, and it does help my morale. When on the blank videos I still get a few subscribes, a few thumbs up and a few comments. But now we're on the ebb, I am thinking about going back to a 3-hook flapper on one of the rods. Yeah, that's really travelling. Going back to a 3-hook flapper on one of the rods, just to try and beat the blank. In fact, yeah, I am going to do that. I'm going to go back, I'm going to go to not a 3-hook flapper, a 3-hook clip down, because I'm going to have to cast it a little bit to get over the surf. But I'm going to change to a 3-hook clip down. I'm going to have to recast this one anyway. I'm not going to change it just yet because it's got fresh bait on it, but it's going to need recasting. Look at that, look at that, look at that. That, if it shows up, was full, or is full. It's full right up here. And on my casting, I'm getting to the second gold ring on a Pen Fathom 12. And a whole lot of people say, oh, it's a Pen Fathom 12, it's smaller than a 15. You know the difference between a 15 and a 12? 3mm in width. Not in girth, in width. So, yeah. It'd make a difference. That's what all the women say, but not that much. But yeah, I'm dropping fish off in the surf. I've got, actually I think I've got a 3-hook flapper with one of those circle hooks on it. I might use that one, just because the circle hooks, you're less likely to drop them off in the surf. Right, so if I can beat the blank, I'll be happy. So keep your fingers crossed for me. I don't know where the rig is. I didn't think I'd cast it that far. It shouldn't still be pulling to the right because the tide should have turned. Here comes the leader knot, just felt it through the lead eye. So the rig should be in somewhere, there it is. And we're off the mark! Oh, we're beating the blank! We're beating the blank! Get in! Sorry fishy, I didn't realise you were on there. I've just dragged you up the beach. And we have something I've not seen for a while. I'm not going to hang about too long because obviously, oh, it's still got plenty of life left in it because it's arguing with me. We have a very sandy, I apologise, I'm not going to hang about. 1, 2, 3. Is it a 3-bearded? Clean it a little bit gently. Turn this off. Nope, not off. Sorry guys, didn't mean to blind you. Have a nice little 5-bearded rockling. I can see the 2, yeah, or 3-bearded. It's a rockling anyway. According to some folks, if these guys are about, the cod ain't. But let's get it back. A beat on the blank! Rockling! Yep. Oh shit, big wave coming. I'm gonna get wet for you, you know that. Oh, run, run, big wave, big wave. I've already got wet once, don't want to get wet again. Oh well, I can stay fishing for the bigger bait with the bigger baits now, can't I? I don't need to worry about beating the blank anymore because I beat it. So we can keep chasing a bigger cod. So I'll just re-secure that to come loose a little bit. It had only just been sent, so yeah, happy days. Beating the blank. Beating the blank. Let's get it reshot. I do apologise for sort of animal welfareists. If I'd have thought there was a fish on that, I would not have dragged it up the beach. Oh, and Shane's got number 2! I shan't spoil the surprise of Shane's video, but Shane has just got fish number 2, and for what it is, you'll have to go check out his video, but for what it is, it's big. Yeah, so there's a lot of people out there that say if the rockling are about, the cod ain't, because cod really like the taste of rockling. I don't know. I'm going to sit and have another cup of tea and have a snack, and then I'm going to start moving back down the beach. I'm not doing any time lapsing. At least I don't think I am. Oh. Am I going to do some time lapsing? No. Yeah, well, tell you what. I'll decide, because I'll check, see how much the rod can actually, how much the camera can actually pick up in this light. I've forgotten all my tripod lights. I brought the battery packs, I've not brought the lights themselves. So, yeah, a bit of a cock up on my part there. Thinking that left rod continued to shake a little bit more after the wave had passed. Yeah, I'm going to have to kind of stay at the water, stay in front of the water. So what I'm going to do, like I said, yeah, is I'm going to turn you guys off. I'm going to see what the camera can see through time lapse. If it sees enough, I'll do another one. it may not make the final edit, but I'll do another one. So I do want to try and reduce down the amount of these time lapses I'm putting in, but I've not brought enough memory cards for me to do a full session filming, and that really is a summer activity. There was something I wanted to say in this video as well, can't remember what it was. So yeah, I'll speak to you in a bit. Like, share, subscribe please.
That's what I said. He's got two.
Well, in rough.
Yeah, that's a keeper size that. 2 for 1, a whiting and a good sized cod.
Nice.
Right, let's get them on hooks, get them sorted out. Oh, happy days. We were just about to call it a night.
I'm not.
I can now, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Alright, see you.
Got some lug wave markers.
I've got yellow cod. You should be catching on the run, don't you?
Yeah. I got my cod on the lug.
Oh, go on then.
Right, get this whiting back. The cod's coming home with me. I don't know what that was on. Yeah, squid and mussel. Just squid and mussel.
Is that the one we did from last week? Last time?
No, it's a bag that Hooker sent me.
Oh! I feel like I'm going to get my mussel now.
gonna get wet, gonna get wet. Oh, now that is a good end to a night. Although I think we might now stay another hour. That is me happy. Yes. It's a right mess in the rig. So even if I was going to send it back, oh, happy days. We'll get a measure of that. That will be my PB cod. So we'll get a measure of it. It's going to be off the back of the measure. Yeah. The measure is, yeah, we're a good 50 centimetres there. Oh, happy days. Oh, that's my first ever decent sized cod of mine. Oh, well happy with that. Well happy with that. I'll get it taken care of in a minute, and we'll get sent back out. Rig's a right mess. Oh, a twofer. Oh, it's just Eric carried off the back of the box. Oh, you guys probably saw that bite. I never. Happy days. Shane's Call It Night. Don't forget to go check him out, Holderness Cod Father on YouTube. Don't forget Pitch and Cast on TikTok. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you're not already. I'm all happy now. I think it might be time to put the big coat on and do another hour. What do you guys think? I think we've got to, haven't we? We've got to. I've still got bait, why not? And Dave, that was on one of your specials. A clone of your rig, well, shortened clone because of how width up the sea is, and squid and mussel. That was half a squid hood with one mussel inside. It got me both of them fish. I'm going to get it dispatched. I'll speak to you in a bit. long walk, one last time. Slight addendum. Withernsea, we're alright, we're mates again.